Okay, we're recording now. Okay, you guys, I just want to welcome y'all to our Sunday night call. Or if you're watching the recording, just staying plugged in is like one of the things you just have to do just to keep you in a right mind frame when everything else is pulling at us, and it's so easy sometimes to put our business on the back burner because we get surrounded by life. And what I want you to know, there's never, ever, ever going to be a perfect time, like ever. So you just have to learn how to, you know, I don't even say the word balance, but you just kind of have to learn how to just go with the ebbs and flow of life and just really utilize what we have, which is our mouth and our cell phones that we keep with us 24 hours a day if you're like most of us. So, you know, there's no reason for us not to be able to work our business wherever we are. So, a couple of things before I get started into tonight's training. I'm going to do a Facebook Live tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. If you're not got an invite, message me or message Sharon. We'll get you added to it. But really just focusing on my story with our 30 days to our 30-day fit kits, my story on nutrition, and really just help us seal the deal and get a few more people signed up for our next one, because we know facts tell, but stories sell. And so, you know, I've created a really cool little image, getting tons of hits on that already, lots of likes, lots of messages and stuff. So feel free to tag yourself or share it on your wall, just whatever. But let's make it a big event so we can all be at home on the first day of school tomorrow and work this business after we get our dinners and kids to bed. So just know I'm going to do that for you guys and get us kicked off for the week. So this week's training is on it's principle number 26, and it's acknowledge your positive past. And you guys, we can get so fixed on what went wrong and not focus on what's going right that we just hold ourselves kind of trapped in the past, right? So that I look back on my life like a good day's work. It is done, and I'm satisfied with it. And that was by Grandma Moses, who lived to be 101 years old. So she's got some wise wisdom for us, right? Most people in our culture remember their failures more than their successes. And I don't know why that's true, but, you know, I can have just a beautiful week, but if somebody said something to me, you know, just in passing or something, and it rubbed me wrong or made me feel weird or whatever, you know, hurt my feelings, that's the one thing I focus on instead of all the wonderful things that happened all week, right? I don't know if y'all can relate to that or if I'm just the weirdo, but apparently a lot of people think like that since he's wrote a whole chapter on it. But the brain more easily remembers events that are accompanied by strong emotions, and most people underestimate and underappreciate the number of successes that they've had in relation to the number of failures that they had. So, you know, when we can make a conscious effort to really start focusing on our successes. So like, you know, one of the things that we like to say, you know, what's working and what's winning in your business, because, you know, those small successes are what's going to be the big thing that adds up over time. It's not like, bam, overnight I'm an MVP. It's, I made one nutrition sale. I asked one person to take a look at the business. I put myself out there and got a contact from the lady at Barnes & Noble. It's those little things over time, those small successes that add up. So we want to get in the habit of celebrating those, because when you can start focusing on the positive, that's what we get more of. So we're going to have more successes. So if I'm focused on this person canceled, this person didn't join my team, I thought they would, or, you know, I thought this was going to be the rock star, and, you know, she quit like before her, you know, paper was even submitted to Arbonne, right? We want to get in the habit of that. So let's see, I've taken so many notes on this one, but talking about the poker chip theory of self-esteem and success. And so I kind of talked a little bit last week that confidence is contagious, and so is lack of confidence, okay? Both of those are contagious. So which one do we want to spread to ourselves, our family, our husband, our kids, because they're watching you guys They are watching you. And I know we've got lots of moms with kiddos going back to school. And we got some teachers on here. Those kiddos are watching and they're craving. They are craving every little bit of positivity that they can, because we get enough of the negative. And so, so we want to be all in with our business, all in with our kids, all in with our self-confidence, our self-esteem. And it says, so why am I making such a big deal about acknowledging your past successes? The reason is it's important because of the impact on your self-esteem. So imagine a moment that your self-esteem is like a stack of poker chips. And imagine that you're playing a game of poker and you have 10 chips and I have 100. So you've got 10, I've got 100. Who do you think is going to play more conservatively in the game of poker? The guy with only 10 chips, right? So we need to think in abundance. We don't need to think scarcity. That's going to help you to just take more risk. It's going to help you, as you're reading the rejection proof, to really just realize that rejection is just their opinion. It's nothing to do with us. Our job is just to ask and put it out there. So the more shots you take, the more chances you have of scoring. And I don't know the Michael Jordan statistic, but he took way more shots than he ever made, but still is one of the greatest scorers in basketball. Okay, so you've got to put it out there. And this was a little exercise in here, and it says you want to kind of break down and just kind of really think of your life and what successes that you've had. And so it says think of 3 in each category. So from birth to age 20. So like, what are 3 things that you've done? For me, up until age 20, I graduated high school. I graduated nursing school because I wasn't even 21 when I graduated, and was married. Those were 3 big successes for me all before the age of 20. Those are some big things, right? I like to go big or go home. So, and then it's like, so what's your from your 20s to 40s? And some of you guys aren't 40 in the even in your 30s or 40s yet. But what are 3 more successes in those 2 decades? And then your final 3rd category, your 40 to 60. So really just kind of think of your life in those 3 different sections of like just what successes that you've done. Okay. Because it'll really help you think, what, I am the real deal. I am the bomb.com. I am winning at life. Okay. I am winning at this game of life. And it says in here, create that victory log. And I really think of that more as what we talk about as a gratitude journal. And if you can, and for all you mommies and teachers and everybody that's on the call or listening in, if you can just weave out a minute, 2 minutes of your day before your feet hit the ground. Okay. So if you need to set your alarm just 2 minutes early, do that. So that as soon as it goes off, before your feet hit it, you can go, okay, so today, thank you for waking me up today. I am so thankful for my husband, my kids, my home, my job, my Arbonne business, my health, my vitality, whatever it is that you guys are thankful for. But when you can start your day off with gratitude, it's hard for your day to go downhill, right? So focus on your gratitude, and you want to wake up full of gratitude and writing those down. And so, there's been times where I wanted to curse the day I heard Arbonne. It was hard. It wasn't easy. And I thought things should have been going a different way, or, I was having some struggles or what. And then I started writing down all the things that Arbonne has blessed me with. And I got out of my pity party really quickly. But, I'm like, how dare I get so upset over this when, I've been home for the last 7 years. I have made an income that is surpassed anything that I would have ever made in my, nursing job. I get to go to yoga. I don't have to worry about setting an alarm clock. I don't have to worry about paying bills or, what kind of groceries that we're purchasing. We go on vacations. So I just got into this major gratitude of what this business has allowed me. And you want to talk about humbling, and I'm like, really? I'm going to whine about this little thing? Stop. Stop it. So really those gratitude journals, if you're mad at your husband or you hate your job or whatever it is, just if you can start that gratitude journal, just start it in the morning, start it today, start it before you go to bed, and really just give thanks for this amazing life that you have and what you're blessed with. That's going to just seep into every area of your life, right? So create your victory log, your gratitude journal. And then it talks a lot about practicing by surrounding yourself with your rewards, your pictures, your objects, your vision board, your dream board, surrounding yourself with those things that you're working for or you've already achieved, so that you can just be like, yeah, I'm a winner. I'm winning. It talks in here a little bit about the mirror exercise. And if you don't know what that is, it's looking yourself in the mirror. And this is something that I've done for probably since I was a teenager, that my mom took me to counseling at one point, and, I had to work on self-esteem and self-confidence. And so, looking yourself eye to eye in the mirror and telling yourself that you are enough, that you are worthy, that you are loved, and that you're beautiful, that you love yourself, that you like yourself. And yeah, it feels weird the first few times that you do it, but then after that, I promise you, something magical happens, and you see yourself through a different set of eyes, and you're not so critical on all the things that are going through your head. So it says in here, do the mirror exercise. Stand before the mirror before you go to bed, which I do. Brushing my teeth every night. And just really focus and talk about your achievements, what's working, what's winning for you, personal disciplines you kept. Like, yes, I didn't want to go crawl out of bed and go to yoga. I wanted to use my, and I'm still recovering from a hysterectomy as an excuse, but I need to get my body moving. So I got up and I went today. What are those? So, and it says maintain eye contact throughout that. Okay, so when you go in bedroom this evening, or your bathroom this evening, you're brushing your teeth. Look at yourself and just repeat those phrases that will just fill your head with wonderful things. And you can comment on my page that, yes, I felt weird doing it. But the more you do it, the better you'll get. So it talks about that. And then it talks about rewarding your successes. Okay. And my yoga girl and I, we are doing a little self-love workshop next Saturday. But I think, especially since all the women are on the call tonight, one of the things that we do not do is take care of us. We are so busy taking care of everybody else that mama gets on the back burner. The wife gets on the back burner because we're putting everybody else first. But you need to carve out some winning time, some self-love time. So, if you made, 10 text messages, celebrate what's your win. And I can remember one of the first times that I really did that is I earned a trip to Puerto Rico, and I was like, I am going to reward myself for this. And I went and bought myself a Coach bag on that trip. And that was something that, I am not a name brander, need to or want to, or, not that I can't, but to me, that's just, I'm like, I want my $10 sunglasses from Target because I'm going to, change them out every few minutes, and the same thing with a bag. But I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do it this one time. I'm going to reward myself because I worked really hard to earn that trip. So now I don't have to fight myself as bad. Now I love rewarding myself. But it just does something, to your, just to your whole mood. You're like, you know what, I'm going to go get my nails done, or I am going to go get a massage, or I'm going to go work out, or I'm going to buy myself some cute new shoes, or, whatever it is. It can be something that's $10. It can be whatever you want, but you really need to start practicing that, rewarding your wins. Because little rewards, big rewards, little successes, big successes. So, and it gives you a sense of completion, when you can go, you know what, I promoted a district manager and I'm going to treat myself to this. Or, I promoted to, area manager and I'm going to do this for my family. So make sure that you're rewarding your wins, that you're taking some time for yourself, that you're giving yourself a little self-love, especially as the craziness of the school year starts. If you got to put it on your calendar, to take a bubble bath, then so be it. But make sure you get it in there, because if we aren't taking care of ourselves, we can't give out to others, because we're kind of just feeling like So that's all I have for this evening. Facebook Live tomorrow night. Sharon and I got on the, or Sharon got our meeting space booked back for us. The kids are back in school, so the kiddos aren't using our room at the library, so we're back there. Woo, so excited. So Sharon, will you unmute and let everybody know that first date? Because I know you texted me.
Yes, certainly. Yes. Okay, so those of you may not know this because we used to do our meeting at the Thompson Library on Rawlings Circle over here in Chenal. And we had a really nice that space again, and we're going to start on September the 7th. That is our next meeting, and we're going to have our Discover Arbonne. So this is an opportunity for you to invite guests to sponsor. This is how Amber White was sponsored in this room. She's on the call, but she came to this meeting, and Gina did a Discover Arbonne, and she signed up and joined the business. So this is an opportunity for you to bring guests. Because this will be more of a formal meeting, and we'll have some training and we'll have some recognition like usual, but we have to be in and out of there. We start at 6:30 sharp, and we have to be out by 7:45 because the library closes at 8. So we get in, we get it done. So we want you to join us, but yes, if y'all want to go to a restaurant afterwards and go and hang out, we can so do that. Gina may want to add something else to that as well, but that's our first date. We couldn't get it for October, but we got it for November and December. So I'm working on a location for our October meeting. So yeah, that's the scoop.
Yeah, that's it. We're so excited to be back.
Gina, you want to add?
Do what? Oh, I think it must be a delay or something. It sounded like you were saying something.
I think.
I don't know.
I think it's someone's TV. I think it's somebody's TV playing in the background.
Oh, I don't know.
Somebody's not
Who knows what technology?
It's a TV noise.
Okay. All right. Well, that is it, you guys. So
whoever is saying something, TV is going.
Oh. Well, I'll close it out so we can get back to our Sunday night programming. All right, you guys. Y'all have a great week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Night.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Good night.